Hey everybody, Hardtekticon is back, and I am bringing you the new Power of the Primes Dreadwind, and he turns into a jet plane and he's coming right at ya! So here we have Transformers Generations Power of the Primes Dreadwind. Darkwing. Dreadwind. It's one of those. I believe it's Dreadwind. So, here is Power of the Primes Dreadwind, and he is a really cool looking figure. He looks like he's straight out of G2 given all the crazy bright colors. I mean, he's got a lot of color going on. Red, teal, actually two different colors of teal. Purple, silver, and that kind of very light gray color. And a little bit of white on his face with some yellow eyes. See if we can zoom in on that pretty face. Can we? Oh, look how good he's being. He's being so good. So yeah, there is Dreadwind's face. And he is part of the new, like I said, Power of the Primes line, which isn't really that new. We've already got Wave 2 coming out. And this guy is from Wave 1. And for the record, I've been out of the game for a little bit, and I apologize to you guys. I've been having to focus a lot on my other channel, my music channel, and a lot of home stuff, just kind of taking some time to fix up my yard, which is the first time I've gotten to do this, and I've been here for 8 months. So, you know, sometimes you just got to put the toys down and do it. Yeah, you can tell I've been working. All tanned and everything. So yeah, he's pretty cool. The whole Power of the Primes line thing is the, we got the smallest versions of the figures, and I just kind of put him in for a comparison and to wield them. Here we have the Pretender shells that have little, what look like headmasters in them, but they are not headmasters. They can be used as headmasters, and they can be used to infuriate you while you try and get them out, because they are packed in there tight. Okay, so if I can get this arm out. Here I go, doubling the length of the video again. But yeah, it's just like one of the Titan Masters, except this one is supposed to be Liege Maximo, who's pretty much the Transformer version of Loki, but it's more of a matrix of leadership type of symbol thing going on, and you plug it into their chest and stuff. Like on Dreadwind, you can take his hand-foot gun, which is actually just a handgun, which really is just a shield, and this piece right here pops out to form a hollow point, and this piece becomes this crappy little gun, because all guns are square on top, huh? And then you can just take your chosen Prime character and load them up in there, and all of a sudden Dreadwind has Liege Maximo powers. This one just kind of, well, normally it falls out, but staying in that time. So yeah, and if you get a Voyager, they'll have feet that you can plug one of these guys into, or you can plug it into their chest. And the Voyagers, same thing. They'll have the leaders, excuse me, will have a matrix that you can plug this thing into. So there's the whole functionality of this line. So really, we're kind of taking a trip back to Combiner Wars while keeping the Titan Master figures. So kind of neat. I thought they were going to do something unique, but yeah, just kind of smash the last two lines together. Whatever. But let's take a look at his weapons. He comes with a gun and a hand that could be used as a shield. Oh, and I forgot, this can also be used as armor. I'll show you that weirdness later. So yeah, nice individual gun. Teal. Nice solid plastic, a little bendy, not too much. And here's the handgun body shield thing. So So you got 2 thumbs this time around. Still 4 fingers connected together. So yeah, little peg right here. Grabby. But let's see if I can remember how to do this on him. Yeah, you just take this little chest piece and you fold it down. And you're gonna kind of actually angle it about how I have it here. Put the fingers back. Put the peg that way. Then you just plug it in. Plug it in. And yeah, so he's got this big old chest plate armor thing that gives him like J cups or something. Yeah. Oh, and just fun fact, these right here can fit 5mm posts, so I can use that. That's pretty corny. But yeah. And again, you could pop this thing out and put Liege Maximo or whoever you wanted to in there, and it'd be like Liege Maximo was protecting him or something. So let's put this back. Let's get to some comparisons real quick. We'll give this handgun back. There we go. Now for comparison, I pulled out this guy from the Transformer subscription service, and this is where this guy is, or Dreadwind? Yeah, Dreadwind's mold comes from originally. So yeah, there's those two. And since I had Skullgrin out, let's go ahead and turn him into weapon mode. Boop. Oh yeah, and you're supposed to take out this guy. Liege Maximo. Oh, I almost got him out already. Okay, let me put this back down. Come on now. There we go. Now this part, you know, you just grab the peg, put it down, and be held like that. But this is what they want you to do. They want you to put the prime matrix in the prime matrix mode, and then see those little pegs and the little holes in the feet. Just plug that in, and there is your weapon. So yeah, we'll give this to Dreadwind. And he can still hold his prime armor as a shield. Kind of looks like he's giving a thumbs up. So yeah, now that he's got Skullgrin with him, who started out as a pretender, we will have Generation Skullgrin right there. And I know I've got him mistransformed a little bit. I've got him like that to make him look different from Dark Mount, who I have up there. Same mold, different head. So yeah, there's those two. And now we're going to do some transformation. So let's pull his gun out. Pull his hand thingy out. And it's starting to look pretty familiar already, huh? So, in old school Combiner War style, let's go ahead and turn his head around. Let's go ahead and get these legs stuffed in there. See there? Just want to accordion that down. And I'm not going to go into arm and leg mode because it's exactly the same as all the other versions of this mold from Combiner Wars. I mean, this is almost redundant, but there's a little bit of difference in it. So go ahead and get that together. Straighten these wings out. Close it. And then you're just going to move his arms down just like on the original mold. Oop, there we go. plug them in. And if you wanted to, oh wait, let's go here, pull this up, straighten it up, and pull the whole thing down over his face. You could technically leave it like this if you wanted, which is kind of cool. But you actually kind of pull this out and you're going to move it forward up. And it kind of plugs in there. Readjust this hand there, his arm. And same thing on the other side. There we go. And just pull the tail fins down. And you have a complete crazy colored jet. Which is pretty cool. I mean, again, he's got that same color scheme going on with some big old Decepticon symbols on his wings. But it looks really cool. I mean, and then again, I like the whole G2 crazy bright 90s color scheme of things. And this fits it. So it might not be for everybody, but if you like wild and crazy colored jet planes that you'll see 18 miles away, then this is for you. So as for weapon storage, he's got a port on top so you can take his weapon, put it right there if you wanted. Or you can put this underneath, plug it in right there. I've heard of a lot of people getting 2 Dreadwinds so they can have dual blasters, which I wish Hasbro would do, but you know, they're a little cheap. Straighten that out. Then you can just plug it into that port, and it looks like some kind of extra booster, thruster, or cargo thing. I don't know. Figure it's the best way to look. Oop. Fix up the thumbos. So yeah, there's Dreadwind. Now, let's get us some comparison shots. Alright, for comparison, and I forgot to mention his name earlier, we have Windsweeper from the Transformers Collectors Club subscription service 4.0. I thought I was done having to do that, but I guess not. It's never going to end. So yeah, as you can see, let's go ahead and take off these weapons so you can see a little better. Blah, 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 blah. There are a lot of similarities and a couple differences. Now, this piece right here is the same mold. All that's the same. Now, right here on the shoulders, these little intake thrusters, or whatever you call them, is different. The wing pieces are the exact same, but the part that is holding the wings on Dreadwind are different, which makes the wings sit lower on him. So yeah. And just for another comparison, I'll give you another shot of him real quick, naked, without the weapons. Now, just because he was close to me, here is the Fall of Cybertron Topspin. It was just a remold of Blastoff. Not a remold, a repaint with a new head. So I guess technically it's a remold, just a tiny bit. Plus it came with that, but either way, there's another crazy colored comparison shot. So yeah, there you go. And I believe that's about it that I can say about Power of the Prime's Dreadwind, except for this, because who doesn't need 3 forked claws on top of a jet? And with that, this has been Hardtekticon, showing off Transformers Power of the Prime's Dreadwind and Leash Maximo inside the Skullgrin armor. And I will see y'all next time.